Hello everybody, this is Yoko Anime Reactions, and I'm hoping I can get this uploaded before I go to work. Here's hoping. So if you don't see this on Tuesday the 14th, you will see this on Wednesday the 15th. Anyway, this is My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 16's review. It took a bit for me to get this done, and we finally get Hawks' backstory on him as a kid and how he became part of the special... Dang it, what was it? Shoot, I can't remember. Whatever he was working for when he went undercover. Yeah, apparently his father was a criminal and was hiding out with him and his mother, and his mother got pregnant with him, so... Dang it, what was in the safety commission? Whatever the heck it was, but... Anyway, they took him in after his father got caught and arrested, after he had saved a bunch of people who were, I guess, in a disaster or something, using his work. And as far as we know, his mother had been living, comfortably in an apartment the whole time. And we get to see what Best Jeanist and Hawks were doing after this whole thing. And I have no idea if Hawks is ever going to get his wings back, considering they were just about burnt off, thanks to Dobby. Anyway, we see around the city there are going to be citizens who are angry about the heroes. Essentially, some of them acting like they're turning their back. They're thinking the heroes turn their backs on them. And some of the pro heroes actually aren't able to cope with all this, and they retire. Just like that guy from, last episode, who was saying he doesn't want to be a hero anymore. And I don't know how many are going to be retiring and how many are still going to be doing all this, because all this stuff is going on, and they're going to need all the heroes they can get to even stop all for one and the others, because all the villains are running around the city. And it's gotten to the point where ordinary citizens are taking matters into their own hands when it comes to criminals, because the heroes aren't able to really do much, because most of them got injured or retired because of all this. And this ends up causing a bit of chaos and more damaged buildings because of it. We also got to see what happened with Best Jeanist after they had tricked Dobby into thinking that Best Jeanist was dead. Yeah, I had no idea they actually kept him in one of those tank pod whatever thingies in a state of suspended animation until Hawks was able to sneak in there and get him out before the doctor found him. Because if that doctor found him, he would probably figure out that not only was he not dead, but he would probably torture the poor guy until he got into... or made him into a Nomu. So, yeah. And it turns out that most likely how Dobby figured out that who his mother was and where she was is beyond me, because I'm assuming he got all his real name, Hawks' real name, from her, along with who knows what other information. God dang, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to work in a bit. Anyway, we get to see what Endeavor has been up to since this whole thing started, and he's recovering. And he's getting upset at himself because both times when his kids were in danger, first time being Natsuo, and the first time being, dealing with Toya and all that earlier, he froze, and, the second time was, in shock, because he found out his son that he thought had been dead for, 10 years? Was alive and a villain, and hated him, essentially. Essentially, his actions have come back to bite him in the butt at this point. And this has drove him essentially to tears, because he essentially put his family through hell, and yeah, it's all, like I said, it's all coming back to bite him in the butt. And he looked over, and the funny part was that Fuyumi, Natsuo, and Shota were all standing there in the doorway, and Shota just shuts the door. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, why did you do that? I guess maybe they were in shock at seeing him crying, because I guess that was the first time they had ever seen him in, I guess, such a state before. And it turns out that, yeah, I was right. They were not alone. His wife was there too. And sadly, the episode ended at that point, so we don't get to see how she got out, you know, if she's out for good, or what's going to happen with all that, because they're going to have to talk some sense into him, because he can't afford to just lay around once he recovers. They are going to need all the help they can get, and stopping All For One in them, because, yeah, Midoriya is still out of it, and he's probably the only one that could possibly be strong enough to take out All For One at this point. Him and Shigaraki, for that matter. Well, then again, he wouldn't be able to take them both at once. He'd die. But, yeah, hopefully we can get some more answers in the next episode, which hopefully, I hope I will be able to get it up Saturday, but more than likely it's going to be Sunday, because the episode probably won't come out in the dub until after I've gone into work. So it's going to have to be Sunday when I get it up. So I hope you guys are excited for more, and I'll see you guys next time.